That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo Flips. So check it out, guys. A lot of you guys don't know that CarMax has an auction. So one of the cool things I like about CarMax is they announce everything. If it's got a motor issue, if it's got a transmission issue, overheating, in-op, etc., etc. If you purchase a vehicle from them and the repair is over $500, you can return it. No questions asked. You just bring it back to them. You tell them what happened. And, okay, fine. Here's your money. Get the fuck on. So, so it's not necessarily no questions asked, because I have actually seen them inspect a car one time in the past. So I guess, that is what it is. But it's peace of mind. You know what I mean? So if it has not been announced, then it's yours. So I missed Tampa this morning. Let's check out Orlando. So we'll just click over here to the run list. I don't know if you guys are catching this. It's right here. You hit available. And these are all the cars that are running. So you see where it says announcement? Let's go down here to car number 5. It's a 2011 Audi A4. Major engine defect. So this thing could be a good runner or not. Because we're not there, obviously we can't hear it. But if something was to happen to this vehicle, they're obviously not going to cover the engine. But, here's some photos of it. I'll go through all the photos. I guess there's no code, like it's not reading the code, or it wasn't in properly. It could be, a number of things. But again, I'm just really going through it to show you the pictures. Not nearly as many pictures. I mean, there's only 14 photos. So, with that being said, it's certainly not like ACV. You can't hear the car. You get none of that here. So, actually it says play. I bet you it's just for the pictures, to go through the pictures. Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, down here you have the VIN number. I mean, you'll see all this stuff, the miles, the trim, color, etc. But here's the VIN number. You can copy it to your clipboard. Over here is pretty cool. You can VIN scan this as well. So if you're using the Manheim app, you can VIN scan it. As a matter of fact, I'll give it a shot right now. You guys won't be able to see me, but I'm going to do my phone and give it a shot and see if it actually does work. If you guys don't have the Manheim app, even if you're not buying cars from Manheim, the fact that you can do a quick little, oh man, they changed this thing up on me, the app. But just, being able to VIN scan from the Manheim app and getting the auto check is worth it. And again, it's not a crazy in-depth auto check. It's a very little one. So my camera is trying to pick up all kinds of stuff. It's not really oh, get that away. So it's not working. Anyway, you could always type it in manually, or copy it to your clipboard and have Manheim open in the background and just do it. So let's get back to the run list here, and let's see if there's anything we like. A lot of times, if you guys go to this auction, it'll say like major engine defect. When you get there and you start the car, it's got nothing. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It could be a turbo. It could be like just a misfire, and they'll announce it as a major engine defect. Now, it could be a knock. So, bidding on these types of cars at home could definitely be an issue. So you're going to notice right over here, title branded, miles exempt. They even consider that a brand. In Florida, well, I guess everywhere now, it used to be 10 years. If the car was older than 10 years, it would come back to miles exempt. But I believe they just changed the law this year where it says it's 20 years. So if the car's already been title miles exempted, if I said that correctly, it'll continue to say miles exempt. But now let's just say it hasn't been titled and the car is 12 years old. Under normal circumstances, it will go in and come back as miles exempt, or it will just come back as exempt. Now it'll continue to register miles. Obviously, Honda Accords, they're good sellers. This is the EXL, so obviously it comes with the leather. From first photo, it looks pretty clean. Either someone cleaned this thing up to bring it in, or they were really just having it that clean. So definitely not bad. So what I like to do here with these types of auctions, that as far as I know, they don't give you a post sale sheet. So I'll add this to my list. Right. So right up here, I added this to my list, and above that is my list. Right. So there's only one car in there. But what I'll do is I'll print it out. I'll print out my list and, go back to it after the sale, or during the sale rather, and write down the highest bid. Because this does not give me the opportunity to look at the post-sale sheet similar to Mannheim, similar to ACV and Euro Auction and Odessa, so on and so forth. I'll create my own and kind of get a feel for what cars are going for at this particular auction. And that's really the only way you guys are going to know. If you want to be successful at flipping cars, whether it's on the street or as a dealer, you need to know what cars are selling for. I mean, really, you need to know what they're selling for, but more importantly, what you can buy them for. It don't make no sense to sit here and look at this G37 if every dealer in your area is paying retail because they're going to, either buy here, pay here it, or they're going to finance it and make a killing on the points on the back end. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know where you are. And for me, the only way to know that is to know what cars are trading for. I need to know what I'm picking them up for and what I could potentially sell them for. And because we are a cash lot, we tend to try to be under what everyone else is selling it for. Competitive, but we like to blow them out of the water. So, if I can't do that, like, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, this is a rebuilt title car, if I'm not mistaken. So up here, the announcements: rebuilt history, salvage, title, laws, blah, 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 blah. So it is. So you can really never, in my opinion, unless you're in Miami, right? You can never really put this car against anything that's for sale and get an accurate determination of what you should sell it for. It's got to be less than clean title vehicles. Usually these cars have a lot less miles because they spent a good amount of time going through the insurance paperwork to be able to go up to like Copart or IAAI. That's why you'll notice a lot of them with the rebuilt titles, they have low miles. Like this one's only got 70,000 miles, 68,283. And that's the reason why. It could take, even though the insurance company may cut you a check in, let's say 30 days, right? It might spend almost a year at a lot, just figuring out where it's going to go. It could take up to a month or two for the insurance company to cut you a check because they have it in the body shop. The body shop's trying to figure out what they're doing. Excuse me. The owner of the vehicle, if they had full coverage, they probably already are driving a rental car, waiting on the insurance company to figure out if they're going to cut a check. So all this takes place behind the scenes before we get to the actual vehicle, the buying process. That's what it is. And again, now the car has to go through the rebuild process. So if you're a dealer or a rebuilder, one and the same, now you have to wait till you have time for the body shop to do it. If you own the body shop, you probably have other cars there as well. And all this takes time. And while this is going on, all the other cars are gaining mileage and yours is just sitting there. Hence the low miles with rebuilt title cars. Or shit, they could just roll back the clock if it hasn't been accurate. So that's that. And again, guys, I apologize. I'm just kind of trying to get you through this, to take a look. And we'll actually watch some auctions. I'll probably break this video into two. so this way you guys aren't overly bored with it. You know, I do have a thing for white cars. In my area, I just feel like they sell a lot better. So I like the 2.5 engine with Volkswagens, guys. It's not the turbo motor. So I like from 2000 to say 2006, I believe. I like the non-turbo Volkswagen Audi motors. I think they were built to last. What I don't like is the 1.8 turbo transmission that came with like the GLIs in the was the MK4s, I think. But anyway, like the 2000s to 2006s, I don't like that transmission. I certainly do not like the transmission that came in any of these Jettas or Audis. They always have bad TCMs, and you can usually tell that you had the bad transmission by right here. In this model, it's one thing, but it's got the I call it Triptronic shifting. In the previous models, you actually could see in the shifter boot that it would come down at the drive and you could push it to the passenger side, and then it would be in Triptronic. I call it Triptronic, like I said. If you guys have the correct name for it, if that's not, let me know in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, guys, anytime you see me saying something that's not accurate to what it is that I'm calling it, let me know. I don't take no offense, man. I really don't. I'm doing this to help you guys. I already, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be an asshole or nothing like that. I genuinely want to see my people make money, and that's just how I look at it. But anyway, I'm going to add this to my list. I'd like to see how this thing goes. Maybe we'll even take a shot at it. Who knows? It's a couple dollars, spend some money here and there. Let's take a look at what else. So keep in mind, this is in Orlando. So this is, and again, you don't have to be worried about buying cars with higher mileage, either vehicles from CarMax with higher mileage, because if there's no announcement, there's no announcement. Like ACV, they would not allow this to have a green light because of the mileage. Wait, what did that say? I wasn't even paying attention. I don't even know how that is. Like you're an auction and it's not supported. Like why would you have some bootleg ass shit like that? But anyway, this is the picture of the car. Again, I just got done saying I like white cars, and here I am going to say I don't care for white trucks. I just feel like there's something to be said about just a black truck with blacked out windows. Keep the wheels and everything stock, but I just think that they'll sell better than a white truck. But anyways, we'll add this to the list as well. As you guys can see, I already have 3 in my list, but I think the first one was just done for you guys. I'm not really paying that much attention to the cars here. I'm just kind of going through it. And again, guys, you'll see like the CarMaxes in your area. Like out here in Florida, Sarasota is a nice area. So you'll figure out where those cars are going, and that's where you want to bid. You don't want to bid like in some bum area, buying bum cars, because if it's not good, if the people driving the vehicles in that area aren't maintaining them, then you're looking to buy a headache. And again, with me, guys, there's exceptions to every rule. I don't want you guys to be like, oh, he's doing this and then he went and did that. That's not the case at all. I'll buy anywhere, but for my new guys out there, my newbies, try to hedge your bets. Like don't always go for the cheapest car. Sometimes it's easier in the beginning to get your feet wet with only buying green light cars, only buying, from good areas like Sarasota in Florida, right? Stay out of Miami in the beginning. I'm not saying nothing bad about Miami. What I'm saying is Miami has a lot of rebuilt cars. So what they tend to do is not only have rebuilt cars, but they'll also have clean title cars that were in an accident that they rebuilt and now they're running it through. There's a lot of things that go on in certain areas, okay? And you're going to say to me right now, someone's watching this video like, oh, well, if it was in an accident, it should be on the Carfax. That's not true. I could tell you firsthand, I've been to Copart, looked at cars, VIN scanned them, and it did not come back. And I could tell you I'm sitting there in front of a smashed vehicle. If it does not get reported by the highway patrol, by the insurance, by the body shop, by anybody for that matter, then it's just, it's just going to fall through the cracks. There is no fail safe with all vehicles. Probably one of the worst BMWs here. No, it's clean though. I don't know if those carpets look dingy, but I don't know if CarMax is actually having their cars detailed now or what. But it's funny because I really dislike silver cars. I will add that to the list. I'm trying to get like a good feel for for what's going on here. You guys want to see a Tundra? Let's see. I'll show you guys this. I wouldn't buy it. It's not that I wouldn't buy it because it's bad cars. My old man actually has one. His is badass, black on black, totally same motor. The thing is fucking really nice, slightly lifted, nice little wheels on it. It just looks mean when he pulls up, and he only got like 100,000 miles on it too. But the reason why I would not buy this is because this is going to go higher than what we sell cars for. What we try to sell cars for. We have a car right now on the lot that, we're trying to get 25 grand for, and it's really just sitting. It's a really pretty truck, but it's just sitting there. I don't know if it's overpriced or it's because of the area. Let's see this Genesis. I mean, it's a 13 and it's a non-runner, guys. So again, you're going to buy this car straight up and down as a no runner. So right now what I'm going to do is, let's do this. You guys know, if you watched any of my videos with auctions, you know what I'm doing. So I'm hitting copy. So I'm copying the VIN, okay? I'm going up here. I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go here. Now this is car-part.com. I'm clicking VIN lookup. I'm going to paste the VIN number. I'm going to select the part because it's a no runner. I'm going to go with engine. Sorry. Hit the engine here. And it's going to go to distance. So I have it set up for the zip code of the shop. So I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to go over here to where it says US price. You guys catching me? This thing used to have a bigger cursor so you guys could watch. As you can see, there's nothing really close to me. The closest one is going to be in Orlando, and that's Green Star. Florida Dollar Part does have it. I just hate when they say call. Why do I got to waste my time and call? Just put your price on there. Everyone else does, But I could tell you right now, I'm probably looking to spend about $4 grand, $4,500 on this engine. Because even if I had to get it shipped in, you still have to pay for that. But, and who knows? I mean, I guess we could find out too. So let's just do this. Look, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. I'm getting off topic, guys. I apologize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to real-time labor guide. Go in here. If I'm not mistaken, that was a 13. Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Was it the 3.8? Let's go back here. So they don't tell you here, unless I'm missing it, guys. If I'm missing it, let me know. But because we went over here to car part, we can see what it is. So it is the 3.8 liter. Okay, are you guys seeing where I got this information from? Right here. So in all these little descriptions, you see it's all 3.8. So, and up here in the top right, by the way, it'll say 3.8. So it tells me what I'm looking for. So I can quickly go right down here to the 3.8. Hit continue. We're looking for engine. Should come up like RR engine. Here we go. I don't worry about putting any of that nonsense on. That's already built in. So you're looking at $426. I'm looking at $426. So it's, let's just say let's say 500 flat with fees. I'm sorry, with fluids. So I know Orlando has the motor with a 6-month warranty, 71,000 miles for $4 grand. So I'm at 4,500. This thing has 1 mile, so I guess it's not even turning on. which could lead me to believe that it's the ECU versus the engine. But nonetheless, go with the engine. You know, because if it's not illuminate, oh, the mileage is right there. Why the fuck did they put 1 mile? You know what, guys? I don't fucking know. Anyway, the other engine has less miles than what's on this car, so I feel good about that. So it's $4,500. And last but not least, this is the whole thing, guys. This is exactly what I do. If I don't know why I did that. My bad, guys. This is exactly what I do if I'm looking for a car, and I want to see, you know, where I need to be at. Is that how you spell? I don't think that's how you spell Genesis. Let's go right over here. Oops. Alright. I like to look at owner only because dealers are always more expensive. This is a coupe with 55,000 miles, so it's 8,500. So we're not going to be able to fuck with this guy. This one over here has 91,000 miles for... so here's the mileage on here for you guys that don't use Craigslist. He updated. He posted 18 days ago. Down here, I'm looking at to see how long it was listed for. It was 18 days. And then he updated it. So this one's not even going to be comparable to us. This is the 2.0. It's a rebuilt title with a lot less mileage, right? So I know that I want to be under $8,000. I'm already cutting it close. You know, 4,500. I'm gonna add this to the run list. Not to buy it, but I just want to keep. I mean, shit. If it goes for $500, I'm an idiot not to, right? But looking at it, you know, thinking, all right, 4,500 in parts and labor. I have to get this car to make a decent profit. I have to get this car legitimately for less than $1,000. And truthfully speaking, I don't see it. But you know, any given day, anyone could buy anything. So I added it to our list. Excuse me, how rude of me. And that's that. So we'll continue to look here. Oh, it's not a runner. I wouldn't even have bought this anyway. It doesn't make sense to buy that car. So no runner, altered suspension, no miles per fleet, social damage, plus. So the mileage doesn't even hold true. You know, and that's really it, guys. This is it in a nutshell. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this portion up from this point, and I'll leave it all together as one, and then I'll break it up so you only have this. So this way, if you've seen this video, you know, you could just skip to the middle of the next one, which will show the actual auction. It was rust on there. Oh, it says rust. So I didn't even really look. I just kind of went right at it. But yeah. So this way, you know, you guys get a good feel of it. Let's see, this is a Hemi. The 03 is the first year of this body style. Doesn't have the Hemi badges on it, but that doesn't mean that they went, damn, that thing is terrible. This was definitely a work truck. And guys, don't, you know, in my opinion, don't look at this truck like this is not a good truck. If it runs and drives in this beat up condition, you can get yourself some money savings because of the condition. And people always buy a work truck. I know people that purposely will go and buy a truck like this in this condition to just because they don't want to have anything nice for, you know, what they do. Masons, for instance, you know, masonry is hard work. Why would you get a really nice truck just to beat the hell out of? I mean, you could always have a nice truck to, you know, to go do your estimates and stuff in, but I hate gold, man. God, champagne, whatever. Anyways, you know, and that, so a lot of people tend to buy those types of vehicles. They like them more. Let's see. This is the older body style. Yeah. My homeboy Joe just picked up one of these, I believe. Yeah, he did. You know what? I want to add it to the list because, again, you know, the way we sell vehicles, this is definitely in our wheelhouse. Like, this is something that we would definitely sell. People that we deal with like that vehicle. Like, I don't even know that they like the vehicle as much as they like the price. You know, so here's an '07 Accord Gold. I personally like the Accords. I'm not a fan of this color, but that's interesting. I wonder if they wrote that. I mean, they do have a marker, and I believe that even though it's got this yellow, I think the cap is white. And when I come over here, it does look like it's white paint. That's kind of interesting, huh? And again, you know, like I said in the prior videos, you have to almost be a detective when you're dealing with auctions because they're in this to make money. You know, now I don't know if the individual who takes these pictures of this particular car is getting a commission on it. You know, so it's something to think about. But if you look at the windows right now, so you could see right now that he's got his OBD2 reader on the hood, so the marker's probably there, right? But there's no writing on the window. And, you know, maybe they wrote that on the engine just to make people buy it, because I'm looking at this photo over here, and it's a yellow marker, that check mark. So I don't know, guys. You know, again, maybe I'm getting too far into it, but, you know, as you do this, you'll start to learn. Anyway, let's get back. The auction's about to start here. So this is where I'm going to shut the video off for the people that just want to learn about this CarMax auction. And for my people that want to see it, so here, real quick before we get in there, this is what your list looks like. Okay, now right over here in this yellow box, you can edit your notes. So let's just say it was last night, and I want to say, you know, this car sells for $3,500. So I'll write $3,500. So whatever you want to put in the notes, they're your notes. But I want to put $3,500 because I think this car sells for $3,500. Again, this is just us talking here. This isn't necessarily real deal. Don't take my figures to heart. And I'll just say, okay, great. This is what it is. This is what I want to spend on it. And this way, when I'm watching the auction, or I'm at the auction, I don't need to understand. You know, I'm sorry. I don't need to like, oh, what did that thing go for or whatever. I know what this thing's going to sell for. I know, or you could put your highest bid in here. You know, like, okay, I want to spend $1,700. And you write $1,700. So when you're at the auction, you know what it is. And then when you're inspecting the car, you could always cross it out and increase it or decrease it. But however you want to do it. Now, you'll download it here, and then you could print it out. And I'm not really going to do that today just because, you know, I'm not that serious about any of these cars today. This is really just to shoot the video for you guys. But
That's my best friend.